All right, welcome to the Verdict Sports Show. I am your host, Jacob Verda. We are going live. We are having some kind of Wi-Fi difficulties today with Cox. We got the highlights uploaded. It's like 95% uploaded right now. Should be going live on the channel while we're live breaking it down simultaneously. Look at this. Proactive. Wearing all the hats. Hope everybody's having a good day. As per usual, if you have any comments, any questions, any concerns, anything regarding LSU football that you want us to talk about, go ahead, drop it in the comment section. We will get to it throughout the stream. LSU practice this morning. We woke up bright and early, headed out there, and we got to see a good bit of information, a good bit of film, got a good bit of highlights for you. Let's start playing the video. Let's just start taking a look at it. Your premature look at the highlights. And we will be posting these separate, like I said. So a quick little pass to Caden Durham. I'm liking the way that they are moving him in and out. Peep, what is going on at right guard? Number 78, Cohen Eccles, is in with the ones. Don't finalize it. Don't pencil it in or pin it in, rather. Kind of just keep this, at top of the mind. It's an interesting move here. A little bit of an overthrow. Not a lot. Don't. It's spring. You gotta get this out the way early. You gotta get this out the way. Get the rust off. Get the cobwebs out of the machine. Get that old missile launcher back in for Nussmeyer. It's not too worrisome. Obviously, you've been hearing some reports, but like the last practice we got to see was so much weather, so much wind, so much stuff pushing everything around. I wasn't really reading too much into it. I do think you still have a lot of confidence in the fact that your offense is led by one of the best quarterbacks in college football. And Garrett Nussmeier still has that arm, still has that mind, still has that experience. And I think they are going to find a way to piece together one of their best offensive schemes. And also keep peeping that wide receiver room. Who's in there as of right now? You got Chris Hilton, you got Aaron Anderson, you got Trendez Green, and then out wide, you got Xavier Thomas. Don't think this will be the finalized group. However, they have been running with this one consistently for quite some time. It's been 4 or 5 practices at this point. I do think that you'll continue to watch this evolve and grow. That's the good thing about all the talent that you have, all the pieces that you have. You still got the Barry Browns, the Kyle Parkers, the Byron Sharps. You still have all kind of names to be able to throw to. Chris Hilton, though, getting this one in the end zone, vertical threat. That's going to be the speedy guy that they try to push towards. That's going to be their main guy that they want to keep healthy. And I do think that if that happens, he's going to have a huge season. I mean, he's just been kind of showing off everything, explosivity, showing his potential, showing the ceiling, and I think he's going to smash through it this season. MVP tossing one to call a little bit over Kyle Parker's head, a little bit too hard, a little bit too high. It happens. That is the spring game beauty. Or not spring game, but spring practice booty. You got to get the cobwebs out. You don't want to see that in fall, so you got to get it out in spring. Here's Caleb Jackson getting activated in a little swing play. Look, the more engaged you can keep Caleb this spring, the better your chances are of keeping him in this room. I don't know if he's going to be feeling froggy and hitting the portal, but I really hope not, because he's going to be a pivotal piece of offense, and I think he's really got to unroll. Darian Brown couldn't come up with that one here. He's running with the twos, trying to make his presence and talents known and push his way into that room. Excuse me if we've got this Wi-Fi issue going on. Like I said, Cox Wi-Fi, they love to show up and show out at the wrong times, unfortunately. Michael Van Buren leading the twos here as offensive lineman. You've got Ethan, you've got Bo, you've got Braylon, wideouts Barry and Kyle Barr on the other side. You've got Carius, and then right here on the inside is looks like Augustus. Caleb Jackson getting them swing passes, though, is so interesting because you wouldn't think that that's going to be the guy that they're going to be rolling into this. You would think he'd be the power back, get right down the middle, ball your head off through power runs, but they've been trying to get him incorporated into that game. You see MVB miss Michael or Kyle Parker again on the outside. Now, do the fans start to worry? Comment below if you think this is something that, all right, we're going to have to keep an eye on him. We're going to have to keep an eye on that arm. He does hit Caleb Jackson again on that little swing pass. And once again, I'm going to just beg the question. How do you think they use Caleb Jackson this year? It seems to be clear as day who your lead back is, but I do think you can get creative and really put a plethora of people out there. You could put Caleb Jackson to have that tough, heavy, gritting run. You can have Caden Durham out there and you do everything roll and you're quick roll, you're elusive roll and the shit. You got Juwan Johnson, who's wearing a contact jersey, who's obviously getting some love, getting some touches, getting hit. If he's out of that red jersey, they're putting some pads on him in practice. I assure you that. So I would not be surprised to see 8-ball back out there as a running back. And here's Barry Brown grabbing it, making up for that miss earlier. I will say what we said the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, on our show. I think Barry's going to have a big season. Let's look at Juwan Johnson. Like I said, no quarterback jersey on him. Very interesting to watch. Some more of the swing/screen looks to the halfbacks. They love this. They love these type of looks. They tried them a lot last season, and they definitely had a lot of looks in fall camp, at least for Chris Hilton in the short screen packages. So that's something that Joe Sloan's definitely familiar with, and obviously wants to keep incorporating into this offense. With this offensive line, you see Solomon at left guard, which is a very interesting pull. Then this Ethan right here at center. Kyle Billiards right here on the other side of this wide receiver room. We talked about him Monday as well. I do think that he's on the brink of being, a player in terms of impact. I think that he'd actually be able to start getting mixed in and kind of showing off what he's capable of. But he does obviously have to stay ready. He has to, continue to climb that ladder and continue to improve. But I think he's capable of it. That's another one of those wide receivers that I want to kind of just put a warning label on, if you will. If they have a huge season looming, if they can get it together. You see 82, Colin Billiard bringing it in right here. This could be potentially a couple of his opportunities next year. They're not always going to have tough competitive games like SEC, scheduled competition. They're going to have some opening moments where they can let 82 get out there and show what he's capable of, show that he knows the playbook, shows that he has understanding of the concepts, and show that he's ready for those moments. And I think LSU needs that, because you do have a wide receiver room that's loaded and that has all these names and all these pieces, but some of them do the same thing, which is okay. However, we are going to start to want to differentiate this room here shortly. And I think 82 or Nick Anderson, and obviously, the hybrid beast number 4, Des Green's going to make his impact felt. Getting that throw motion in. Hold on, let's replay that real quick. I don't know if y'all can see that. Look at BK, bro. Right at the end when everybody runs away from him, BK's like, man, let me see if I still got it. Check it out. Come on, BK, show me that 3-step drop. Here you go. Hey, bro. Hey, I don't know. This drill I thought was very interesting. I filmed this for a couple minutes ago. They had some D-line combos, rushing for Raymond, who's throwing the ball to the QB. And DJ Pickett couldn't come down with it. This is a bad.
Thought you had a clip, huh?
You're mixing D-line pressure. You're mixing it. Corners and safeties meshing over the top. It's just one synchronized unit. That's how this defense is going to play. That pressure is going to react. Quarterback react rather. Push the ball out potentially to the air and have your DB unit snipe it out of the sky. PJ Willer coming down with it. It's interesting to see not only the combos, but the line in terms of player personnel. It's going to be an interesting season. You're watching, a lot of young talent on the defensive side, whether it be Dominic, whether it be Ahmad Grove, Gabe Morrell. You got other people on the back end, obviously. DJ Pickett, Obiano, China, Deshaun Spears. This is a new age of LSU's defense, and they're getting forward through moments like that. The safety room is still, we're kind of trying to see who your big guys are, and obviously right now Jordan Gilbert is sidelined for the entirety of this spring, and you've got an opportunity to really get some people to cut their teeth, albeit, I saw Triviano make the switch and do out a little bit, see how he feels. I think he looks comfortable. I think keep him there. I think he's going to play, but I think he's going to have a good opportunity to make some noise. Interesting pairing with DJ Pickett right here, because you would think that they would probably get DJ Pickett in when it's coming to starters. So just kind of see what he's capable of, but you never really know when they're going to try to turn that fire up for him. I think that's another one of those freshmen that's capable of it. I think DJ Pickett will probably see the field sooner rather than I'll throw it off. Solid Thomas, the change-up, I think he could be even ready for some action. You do have a lot of good pieces. Look at Jack Pyburn right here, Dominic McCoy. That's going to be another one of those duos that you are going to have to learn and lock in on, because LSU's got a lot of new names and a lot of faces that are going to have a lot of people in, especially on that defensive side of the ball. And you need it, because you're losing some steppers, you're losing some guys, and you hadn't had a big amount of consistency in terms of defensive output. This is the year. This is the year where you can step and just let everybody know you're swinging and you're coming for it all. I mean, Aaron Esmar said it best the other day in the player interviews. We are expecting to play football genuinely, and the reason why is because of preparation, confidence, and all of this, momentum that they're building here in moments like this, in moments like this. It might not seem like big victories here in the short term. In the long term, these types of incremental increases can make a Anyway, everybody's waiting on it. That's what the clock has been ticking for. Everybody's wondering, it's fourth quarter, what's it happening? I think it could be here. But you got to get through the streak period. You got to develop these guys and get these guys already. That's all it is. You got to continue to grind and elevate people like this. That fighter right here getting a little bit active. Haven't had much edge for the playoffs. I had to get on and tell you a little bit. Patrick Sweden going around. A lot going around. Somebody asked us for TJ. I got a couple of reps for him as well. Really impressed with the variety of these guys that they are. I think it's my biggest underrated aspect in this run. Everybody's not going to rightfully so. Big addition, one of the biggest pieces going to have one of the biggest impact, I think, well, but Gabriel Relford, I do think, has an opportunity to put in the circle that's a break point. To say no, it's just the head position that we all can expect. Man, I'm not saying that right now, obviously, Brady Smith was gave him support at the NFL Combine as well. I mean, don't take it. And look at it. I remember that's guys last week immediately expect impact. I mean, I think one of the players you compare him to in recent memory alone is Strong Woman. That would be a nice piece to entertain because right now you need pieces like that. Obviously, you lock and reload and got able to do that. But the defensive line has been a big focus on the inside now. I'm sure how are they doing? How are they coming along? I feel like you do have some names that you're looking at on the base even after his 5 years there, right? He's still spectating that practice. He's still standing around, thinking going to go through the motions, but he's chomping at the bit to get back out there, back in the pad, get back into the mesh of things. Because one of the biggest names if you're going to look for production. Expect either the final one in the league for what it did, and now they're going to recap and bring it all back. These drills, I'm not really seeing much, but kind of just watching who's taking the drill seriously, taking the rep seriously, who's locked in, who's engaged, who's putting their effort in, and there's nobody better learning than somebody who's been in your shoes overall, has left this university, accomplished what it's accomplished in the big leagues. Got it done, got the money, got the prep, got the starting jobs, the nods, got everything. This is one of the quickest buy-ins I've seen from an LSU coach. Hey, it's obvious because of the experience of the command of this run so quickly. You get hired within 2 days. You're just going out there, being active inside the field. And you're not just sitting there telling them. You are running at them, letting them push them. He's helping out with the lineup players. All right, there's a connection here. Trying to get in, get the young ready. Young guys you gotta have consistency. Another one of those names. I think he's gonna have a big season as well. I mean, you need to young aspect of those they're going to be that LSU turnovers on new leaves, so to speak. Here's the safety run. Here's the beloved guys. That's what you need to line up and show them. Like I said, Jordan Cleveland will be sidelined for the spring. I don't know exactly where they would put him in the subpack. You got a lot of options here. You got more options than you initially had thought you would win than you had. You don't think they say you were because you lost two. You lost two. That's what's up. Look for the offense. With the throwing drills, everybody loves to throw motion. Check them out. Michael Van Buren, tossing a couple of them for you right here. Obviously, you had a couple of the overthrows in practice. I'm not overreacting at that. I don't think that that is a huge problem. I know that might sound insane, but you guys never told me one of this. You're doing this in the spring game. You're doing this in fall camp. I might have a little, other comments to say, but all in all, it's the equivalent to like watching a player shoot 300 feet from the who's going to shoot. Who's going to that shooting guard? Every 6% of their defense. I don't think Michael Van Buren has to be pushed up here in practice. If he throws a couple of them haywire, I'm going to give him some slack. Here's Nussmeier wearing the bag drill. Interesting drill as well. Kind of like physicality, like mobility, prepare, popping all the pads, using those hands in it, doing some things. Here's Joel Johnson, once again, no contact here. He is, I think, going to potentially have another role. And I feel like that's the best case scenario for him because, like, quarterback 2, I don't think you're going to see the field much. I don't think you see many opportunities. You get in on potential stuff. Little gadget plays, but in the end, you can do that and you can do it. And I get the vision and I see it. Well, I do think that there is a little bit of an extra element. It'll be interesting to see how they continue to put that out. You see the throw motion here. I don't really find anything wrong with it. People talking about the speed, this, that. It looks pretty even. I feel like he's had some experience at this. I mean, yes, high school level experience, but I don't think he's starting from scratch and it's going to be a complete project. I don't think he's going to be a consistent starter, but I do think that he can provide something. Like I said, it'll probably be more towards the QB3, the LPO type deal, maybe because we get the ball if he can distract people. It would be very similar at Jason Hill. I feel good. Little split him that Rod Johnson, the most never played this more, just a good deal of this. Very few of them very similar to this all-star. Nobody has mobility or spine into their game plan. Turned everything over in the head. There is a problem with having a fill of the wild card. You could throw out there and make some magic happen. Another interesting drill that we haven't seen yet. Hurrying up and throwing past the reaction and reaction around them, trying to stay in bounds, let other quarterbacks do it well. Michael did it. I don't think Jawar did it. Yeah, he's right here doing I think that's the first one. Kyle, Caleb Jackson a little bit ahead, but they don't. Obviously, I know it wasn't last season, but we think about that big year he had in this, but he didn't build up. We think that there is that career, and you do have good moments and bad moments. It wasn't even a bad moment coming. I think Caleb Jackson, and I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb, and I'll even throw Gabriel Rutherford in there. Shit, I'm going to go DJ Pickett, too. All four of those young guys, all four of those newcomers, albeit some of them already being on the team for a year or so. I think that's going to be the future. That's going to be some of the names that you watch LSU really put all the chips in and develop. You got to have some guys that are going to be consistent, that are going to be returning, that aren't going to be leaving, that aren't going to be the portal guys that sign their contract and are one-year rental players. You want to have the future set in place so you don't have to portal hit as hard. You don't have to just lock in when everybody announces they're eligible for the draft and now panic ensues because you got a million holes to fill. I think this development process that they're doing, and even the confidence that Kelly had in canceling the spring game and just having the overall spring practice, and just everybody can come in and watch, and we'll do the autograph session. That shows where LSU is at in this point comparatively to where they have been for the past few years. You have a team right now that I think is deep, that I think is experienced, and that I think you can rely on to potentially play in the playoffs. And I'm not trying to sound the alarm yet. I might do it though. Stay tuned. That's going to come at another point. We will be back at practice, I believe, on Saturday. But on Friday, we will have some coaches clinic footage for you. Tomorrow, we'll go live at 9 a.m. again. Just did a special live stream for y'all. We did practice. Wanted to break down the footage as we normally do. I'm about to shoot out to class. If you got any comments, any questions, anything you want us to cover tomorrow on the stream, drop it in the chat. The highlights will be uploaded as a separate video right now. Make sure to go watch it. Appreciate y'all tapping into the stream. Y'all have a great day. This has been the Verdant Verdict.